Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of From Behind My Chair. My name is Syndie. I am your hostess. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're amazing. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you like what you see. And if you do, please like and subscribe. It costs nothing. It's totally free. So I also want to make mention, I am still here recording in Alejandro's salon in downtown Ventura. Thank you, Alex, for letting me in to record another segment. And I have another guest co-host. Let's introduce the beautiful Mary. Yay, Mary. Mary is an amazing stylist that I've worked with for over a year now. I wanted to pin her down to get her in my chair because I just love her energy. She's always smiling, always positive. I love working with her. She's like sunshine. So Mary, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Mary. I've been doing hair for 20 years this year. I got my license up in San Luis Obispo. I worked up there for about 5 years before returning back home here. And I just really enjoy being in the industry. I love working here at Alejandro's salon. And I enjoy working with Syndie as well. Thank you for having me.
Yay! Well, Mary is our, she's like our rocker chick. I love people that have a look about them, and that's why my channel, I chose to have a visual one because I want you to actually see all of how colorful our industry is. Our people in in this industry seem to really have their own vibe, their own style. And I think that we're all just beautiful and unique and special. And you can really tell that we're like in some sort of special industry, like an artist or whatever that may be. So that is why we're all sitting in front of this camera. Well, I'm gonna stop rambling on. So Mary, hey, you wanna tell a story?
Sure. So as far as being unique and colorful people, a few years ago, I was shaving, I guess it was like 8 years ago, I was shaving my entire head, and then I grew out this whole long side.
You shaved your whole entire head?
Yes, I had it shaved for about a year.
Oh my God, you are so brave. I would love to do
that.
I'm afraid of what I have under there. Like what, I'm sure I have like a 6-pack of wieners back there or something. I mean, you know, people have like that really fat head. I'm like, do I have a fat head? Or
I know.
I don't know what's in there.
And you never know until you try it for the first time.
Right.
I was lucky. I got a nice round dome.
Good.
But speaking of that, as I was watching the guy who used to fade up the side of my hair, now I go see Danny down the street. She's fantastic. But I started watching how he does fades, and I really enjoy doing men's haircuts and all that stuff. And
you're super good at it. You're so good. Yeah, very quick. He's awesome.
But I had a gentleman one time, so he's in my chair, and I'm doing his haircut, and I've gone through the entire haircut, and it's at the very end where you get your clippers and you go around the edges and you do like a nice little edge trim.
Clean up.
So I've got my comb, and I go over what I thought was a mole. And it moved.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, no, this is just my imagination. Like this isn't really happening. And so then I kind of touch it with my comb again, and then I see little legs go.
Oh no. Oh.
And I was like, oh my God, this man has a tick on his head.
Oh my God.
Like what do I do? Like what do I do? How
So many questions. How big was that thing?
I mean, it looked like a mole, so I mean, it was a pretty decent size. But yeah, it had legs, so I figured I just have to tell him. I just have to be like, look, sir, I'm not sure how else to tell you this, but I do believe you have a tick on your head. And he goes, really? Where? Like he gets excited about it almost. And I was like, I'm still like, okay. And I was like, it's about here, and I touch it with my comb. He just reaches back casually, grabs it, picks it off his head, looks at it, and he goes, oh, that is a tick. My wife is going to find this hilarious.
Oh, and I was my gosh.
That's okay. So then he takes a picture of it, sends it to her. Sure enough, she replies back with some laughing emojis and everything. I guess he had gone hiking with his father-in-law the day before. And she's like, let me check you for ticks. And he said, I'll be fine, honey. No, not fine.
That's a country song.
In my chair. On ahead.
I would have made him put it into a Ziploc bag and take it home with him because I'd be afraid that thing is still looking for another home.
Oh no, he killed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
ew.
Yeah, this man had, like, did not face him one bit.
How could you?
Everybody else in the salon was like,
That-
oh my God!
How could you that easily take it out? I thought, I mean, I've seen them
he
take them,
just
like,
ripped that sucker right on out.
and it doesn't attach itself to you? And
Not
you're
immediately.
sticking
It just kind of sat there, like, oddly.
That is
just
so disgusting.
chilling.
I'd probably pass out. I'd pass out. I have never, ever had a tick story. Thank you, Jesus, because I would not be okay. I would not be okay. But
yeah, I've definitely, that was probably the most interesting thing I've ever found in somebody's hair. Probably not the grossest, but the most interesting.
no. You know, we deal with the lice situation a lot in the summertime. That's a common thing.
And that's usually something I won't do. If your child has lice, I will have you immediately remove them from the salon and go get that taken care of.
I think actually legally in the state of California, we cannot work on them anymore. But when I started doing hair in the 80s, we had to, if we started services on someone and they had lice, we had to finish services with them. And we had to inform them that they had lice, but we could not stop. Legally, I mean, I guess we could stop. I mean, had I been self-employed like I am now, I'd been like, bye-bye, you're on your own. But in those days, I was an employee.
Well, and now they have like the lice clinics and everything too, like specific places you can go where like that's all they deal with.
Right.
So fine, cool.
I had a mom about 10 years ago, and she wanted to sue me because I told her discreetly that she had lice. So I had was doing a consultation on her, and I'm separating out her hair. We were getting ready to do color. We're talking color service, prices and stuff like that. And I see something moving, and these were the days where I didn't need glasses, and I was like, oh my God, is that really, it was lice. And she had the little eggs and everything, and I had to just discreetly let her know that I could not continue with services because she had lice. And she stood up and said, how dare you say that to me? I do not have lice, or I did not have lice when I came in. If I had lice, you gave them to me. I'm like, you just sat in my chair. So she did have a lawyer call me.
It does not start that quickly. It can go real bad real fast, but not that fast.
Yes, yeah, pretty scary. And so those little suckers can jump. So it just leaves you the whole day just feeling like,
seriously, heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, heebie-jeebies for days.
Yes.
Then you got to sanitize everything around you. It's just, yeah, gross. But that's what we have to do, people. I mean, that's one of the pearls of our industry, is sometimes we have situations like that, and it's, you know, every day is different. You never know what you're going to get.
Oh, this is very true.
You never know what you're going to get. It's always
You never know what kind of client is going to sit in your chair next.
You never know. It's exciting, but it's scary because sometimes you see them walk through the door and like, oh no, this is going to be great. You can
That's when you got to freeze them out.
Yeah.
I make a card for almost every client, even if it's just a haircut, especially, you know, if we've changed it up or something. But you keep a card for each client, and then if you need them to not come back, you stick their card in the freezer and you freeze them out. And I swear it works.
Really?
The moment you take that card out of the freezer,
Really?
oh, they'll come back. I swear.
Oh
yeah,
my
you freeze them out.
gosh. Well, I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to take out some stuff from the
Because
freezer.
we fire clients too, just like y'all fire us hairdressers.
Yes, we do. And you know, the best part is, when I have fired clients, especially after COVID, people came back and they were assholes. They were not nice people. I fired a lot of clients. And I remember this one female who told me, you cannot fire me. Let me talk to your manager. And I'm like, oh, that's me. And she's like, no. Then let me talk to the owner. Oh, that's me too. She's like, no, let me talk to the owner of the shop. Well, the owner of the shop has nothing to do with how I run my business. He just collects my rent because I'm a renter. So she ended up, you know, bye-bye. She wasn't a nice lady. She wasn't a nice lady before COVID. It's just after COVID, I think I just grew some cojones, and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. You know what? You're out.
I definitely brought my clientele list down. Well, I also took a few years off during COVID because it was a weird time.
It was.
And the chance we got to reopen, people were complaining because they're like, what do you mean you're booked already?
Yeah.
I haven't had my hair done in this amount of time. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. But I went from working 5 days a week, 10-hour days, to 3 days a week, and only having maybe 3 or 4 clients in a day from the insane amount of sanitation they added on top of already existing sanitation processes.
Right.
So it just was a lot that I kind of stepped away and went to a completely different direction. And I'm working my way back, but I'm definitely, I'm client picky.
And as we should be, you know, I think we need to feel good about what we do and the energy that we put out. In all my almost 40 years, I've had a lot of energy suckers in my chair, and I find that I really don't have those anymore. I absolutely love my people. I love my clients. I love them. They're loyal to me. They're good to me. I love them so much, and I'm grateful for them. I am so grateful for them. So, and I call them my peeps, and I call my subscribers my peeps too, because you guys are with me. You guys are loyal. So, hey, with that, I just want to say thank you so much, Mary, for popping in. I'm so glad I finally pinned her down and got her down in my chair. Like I said, I love her, and this was just fun. This was fun getting together.
Thank you very much for having me.
I want to have you back. Just, you know what? Bring me some juicy stories, some good ones, sad ones. I don't know what it is.
Rolodex.
Yeah, I know you got stories. We all got stories, girl.
We all have stories because, you know, in our industry, we immediately come in touching you and being in your bubble and being in your circle and becoming part of who you are.
Yes.
Because your hair is an expression of yourself, and we get to make you feel good about yourself.
Yes.
We make your day. We're day makers.
Right.
So, but yeah, our clients will tell us anything the moment they sit down, and it's fantastic. It makes for a very entertaining workplace.
Yeah, I would say sometimes it's fantastic, but the other day I was talking with a girlfriend of mine. Sometimes it's fantastic, but sometimes the burden that they lay on you on top of
we're the unpaid therapists.
Yeah, so.
And then they still want to complain how much we charge for highlights.
Yeah, sorry, beauty's not for free. Unless you're born with it, I don't know. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to wrap this segment up. And thank you so much, Mary, for finally sitting in my chair and telling me a fantastic story that totally grossed me out. I'm going to go home and scrub up real good with a Brillo pad. And guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Come back next week. For those of you who are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. And also, if you guys want to leave a comment about a future episode, what you'd like to hear, I'm full of stories. Trust me, Mary, right? We're full of stories. I can dig stuff out of the old Rolodex. I got stuff everywhere. And you know, I almost forgot to say, Mary, where can we find you?
You can find me here at Alejandro Salon.
Yes. Description is linked in the description box. I'll have all the information that you need from Mary. Like I said, she's a fantastic stylist, fantastic with that clipper. She's really, really phenomenal. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.